how we did over $6.6 million in 2023 for one of our e-commerce clients. Full transparency, this is one of our clients, and in today's video I'll be diving into the exact things we did with this company to help them do close to $7 million last year. If you're new to my channel, my name is Gary, and for the past 4 years I've been working with e-com brands, diversifying their revenue away from inconsistent ad platforms like Facebook by YouTube ads, growing them to multiple 7-figure years. So with no further ado, let's get straight into the video. So here's just to showcase the triple wheel dashboard itself. It's from January 1st to December 30th, 2023, and the total sales volume comes out to $6,653,570 US. And so this is the Facebook metrics, just to show you guys as well. We spent about $85,000 on Facebook ads and brought back close to 1.2 million US dollars. And then here's Google metrics. We generated about 3.6 million US dollars and spent about 350 grand on ads in 2023 on Google. We got pretty decent results on the ad spend, with Facebook being 14x and Google being around 10x for the whole year. So I just wanted to show this real quick, but what I want to mainly talk about is how we did this and the key lessons learned so that you can deploy these in your store and help you scale faster. So first things first is focusing on new customers, okay? So we focus on getting new customers to grow the business. One of the biggest things I see a lot of you guys do, especially once you start having multiple products on the website and you start having repeat customers or anything like that, all of a sudden you stop focusing on new customers. In some ways, I understand, because keeping customers is way easier than acquiring new ones, but you need to crack the code to make cold audiences, people who are just encountering your brand for the first time, high converting consumers. Now bear in mind, 88% of the $6.6 million we accumulated as revenue over the past year for this client was from new customers, and about 12% was from remarketing efforts. And this brings us up to my next point, which is new customers grow the business, but repeat customers grow profits. So if you really want to grow profits, this is where your repeat customers come in, and this is where you're going to need to be launching new products. Now with Triple Wheel, the AI-based tracking software we use with our clients, we can clearly identify customer journeys. We can see where first buyers go after their first purchase so that we know what other products to remarket to them. We also know when they typically buy again, whether it's in the next 15 days or 60 days from making their first purchase. This way we can eliminate a lot of wasted ad spend on remarketing efforts that are not yielding the highest returns. Now the next thing is establishing a consistent flow of high converting creatives, okay? And the emphasis here is on high converting. I see a lot of you guys understand how creative testing works and everything along those lines, but you're doing it from a bad perspective. Like you're just throwing a whole bunch of stuff at the wall and see what sticks. But you want to build high converting creatives. So if you can only make 1 or 2 really good creatives a week, that's perfectly fine. That's way better than throwing 10 things at the wall and hoping something sticks. So you need to have a solid fundamental process of how you create your creatives. Your whole content strategy needs to be in place, especially because it's different for businesses in B2B versus B2C markets. So if you want to win this year with paid ads, make sure to get this right. These are the things that are going to articulate the value of your product, and it's going to call out the right audience and really just attract the right people to your brand. Now, number 3 is that perceived brand value matters, and probably this is one of the biggest lessons learned. So let's say, for example, you're starting a furniture brand, or pretty much any brand, to be honest. If you're creating creatives and it looks like you're making them in a dirty studio, or like a poor setup studio, or maybe you're out in nature in the middle of nowhere in a very low income area, that compared to like maybe filming creatives in a high value area that is actually appealing, it is going to make a huge difference in the perceived brand value. So where you film your content is very essential. You want to come off as the best choice in the market who stands as an authority in the industry. And a well-prepared creative where consumers get the feel that you put in the effort to make something appealing will create trust and connection. These are key things that a lot of people really do not consider that important and want to go for the easy and budget-friendly options, but trust me, you want to make an ad that's appealing and that is building connection and trust with your audience. Branding is extremely important. You want to have a high perceived brand value, so when your customers click on the website and let's say your pricing is premium, they're going to be like, oh, that's no big deal at all. It was just an easy buy. Whereas if you're making low effort and poor creatives, it's just not going to convert at all. People are going to be like, oh, you want $50 for that product, huh? Are you crazy? I'm not going to purchase that. And then so really the bottom line is that it all comes down to your creative. And what's even more important is that you have consistency in all realms of your branding, whether it's organic or paid. Now, if you're managing your ads, it's not going to be a problem, of course, but if not, then you need to pay attention to being consistent with your marketing communication, as those are the channels people see and will form an opinion about your brand. And then number 4 is true tracking, all right? Web conversion tracking is not enough. You cannot solely rely on ad platform attribution and reporting because it's unreliable and invalid data. Not investing in an AI-based attribution software, you're gonna be wasting twice as much ad spend as if you were to know where to actually put your money and allocate your money. We personally use Triple Whale. All of our clients are on Triple Whale because Meta is notorious for over-reporting and Google is notorious for under-reporting. And even if you even it out and try to get the average as a benchmark, it is still unreliable and invalid data. If you think about it, having a software that not only shows true data, but also has data points connected to every part of your channels, payment processors, websites, landing pages, and other sources, you have everything you need for perfect budget allocation. Just imagine killing a campaign that was showing no results on Meta, but it was actually generating positive returns on ad spend. You should scale that campaign to bring even more money, but off of false data, you're killing it because you think it's a money waster. So if you don't have Triple Whale, you're basically tapping in the dark. You're gonna be spending money on campaigns that are not profitable, and ultimately you're not gonna be making as much money as possible from your budget. So I would definitely recommend signing up. I left the link in the description for you to make it easier. So these were the 4 most essential key lessons learned when helping this client do $6.6 million over the course of 2023. If you have any questions about this, feel free to drop a comment. I'll help you guys out. If you're interested in me and my team running your paid ads, check out the links in the description or the top comments. Or if you're not ready for that, check out this video on my channel because it will help you out a ton. See you on the other side.